Hello and welcome back to Let's Go, and in today's video I'm going to tell you the top 5 tools that you must have when you purchase a Ninebot Max. So the reason why I've come up with this list is because of the amount of stuff that I particularly do with my scooter. Some of these tools may not be essential for you if you're not willing to do the work. However, in countries such as the UK, there aren't many places that will fix your scooters unless you want to pay a lot of money. So this channel came about to, teach you and show you my experiences on how to fix your Ninebot and potentially other scooters in the future. These tools are my preferred tools and my most common tools that I use often. So let's get straight in there with tool number 1. Firstly, you're going to need yourself some spanners. You don't need much more than this really. A couple of sockets like I have here. And all these are fairly cheap. So I've had this for around 5 or 6 years now. And it probably cost me around £20 at the time. It's not high quality. As you can see, there are some rusty spots in there. But it's lasted me a long time. These probably cost me only around £5 to £10 for these particular spanners from the supermarket, I think it was. Would I use these on a car? No, I wouldn't. They are cheap and they wouldn't do anything really to help fix your car. But for a scooter or for a bike, absolutely fine. It's perfect. Don't need to worry about that. You're going to find that you're going to use the bolts mainly around the wheels and the brakes and things like that. So these do come in handy. Coming in at number 2. So you're going to need some screwdrivers. I've got some tiny ones there so that I can get into all the little bolts and the little screws and things like that within the dashboard. And I've also got myself a screwdriver socket set, and this is like a ratchet screwdriver. So it just helps a little bit. And once again, very cheap, only cost me around £10 for this kit. Don't use it as often. But I've got the tools that I need there ready and waiting. Handy to have a fair few different kits to hand of different sizes. Included in with the screwdriver set, I would actually go for an electronic screwdriver as well, or electric screwdriver. This one is from Heichika. I don't know what, it's not a brand, it's stupidly cheap on Amazon. I think this cost me about £20 as well, between £20 and £25. And this essentially is just a low torque screwdriver. If you've got a drill at home, then you could use that with the relevant drill bits. The problem with drills is that they have high torque, which means that you can actually snap off or shear some of the bolts and screws and things like that fairly easily. So I use this for the bulk of the work. I use the hand tool to crack the bolts off or the screwdriver bits off, and then I finish it off by doing this. Same again, when I put it back on, I use it to put it on, and then to tighten it up, I do it by hand. This way, it just takes out the boringness of, if you're doing the underneath here, which has 18 Torx head screw bits, it's a long time to do it by hand. This helps a lot. In this kit actually as well though, it comes with extendable screwdriver bits, and also on this side a couple of little Allen key heads and all the Torx bits that I've needed to use on the scooter. I've got another screwdriver bit set somewhere else. I don't really use it because the bits in here are fine for this scooter. I don't need many tools. I would like more tools, but I don't need them. And these have a fairly good quality. Obviously, if you get in cheap quality, be careful because some of the bolts will shear, or some of the screw bits will shear off. But this has the TH10 all the way up to TH25 on the Torx, and it has the little holes in the middle there as well, which is what this scooter requires. Coming in at number 3, a set of tyre levers. If you take your tyre to the shop to have it fixed, depending on where you are, they're probably going to charge you probably about the same price as it costs for the tyre. These cost me, I think they were less than 10 quid on Amazon as well, figure that out. And then some of these clamps, get 2 or 3 of these clamps so that you can then clamp the wheel when you're doing it. These probably cost about 2 or 3 quid in a discount warehouse store, which is where I got those. But with the tyre levers, this allows you to repair the tyre or change the tyres yourself without being mugged off from the rest of the people trying to make loads of money. You can buy a tyre machine, and I saw one on eBay for around £100, I think it is, so probably $150. But where am I gonna put it? I've got no shop. I need a shop to have this sort of stuff. So tyre levers are doing me fine. And as you can see from the video, I will leave a link up here on how to change your tyre. It took me around an hour to do, and the hardest part of it was actually seating the bead on the tyre. So take it down to the, if you've got a car outside, the compressor for the car works, or you can take it down to the garage where they have generally air pressure machines where you can pump some air into it quickly to seat that bead. Coming in at number 4, a good set of Allen keys. So when it comes to Allen keys, don't cheap out on these. Allen keys are very, very, very useful. They're used in all sorts of furniture, all sorts of bike equipment, all sorts of scooters. And nearly every scooter that we've owned, I think all 3 of these require Allen keys. And this has metric and imperial. I don't think they do this one on Amazon anymore, but I will find the equivalent and pop that in the link in the description. But these are so important because nearly every single bolt is either a Torx head screwdriver bit or an Allen key bit. Very useful to have. Coming in at number 5, and this is probably also very, very, very important, Loctite. Loctite is used on nearly every bolt in your scooter or bike that receives a high amount of vibration and is integral to, the structure of the safety of your scooter. Every bolt here is all Loctited, every single bolt within there. Also down here and under here as well. So get yourself some Loctite, it will last you absolutely ages, and it's so cheap, but you need it. It's one extra step, but that step is worth it. Get Loctite. There you go. So the top 5 tools that I recommend that every scooter owner should have in their arsenal at home. If there's any tools here that you think that I've missed out that are more important than these guys, please let me know. Leave your comments down below. Let's see what you come out with. Did you like this video? If you did, leave a thumbs up. Maybe consider subscribing. That will help me out a lot. Gets my content out there. And also, if you want to see something specific, leave your comments down below. Let me know what you want to see. And on that note, I'll see you in the next one.